Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. Alright, we're picking back up where we were at in the last episode, and we have made one change while I was gone. We are now taking the titanium and turning it into titanium bars, or titanium ingots, whatever you want to call them. That was mainly because, well, there's nothing else really that you do with titanium. With the titanium ore, I want to convert all that stuff. We've got a lot of titanium, and then we've got the same thing with the silicon. I don't believe that there's anything we do with the silicon. We turn the silicon, the only thing it can be turned into is high purity silicon. So rather than shipping out this silicon, what I want to do is come right over here, create a little bit of a plant. We'll take that out. Oops, I really didn't mean to delete that quite as much as I did there. It's okay. And just right here, we'll put in a little plant for the silicon. We've only got 4 belts of silicon, so that is technically going to be just exactly what we need. So we will come in here to our blueprint, early mid-game. We will get the 6 blueprint per second out, and we will rotate that around so that we have that. And what we'll do is we're going to bring that in and just put it in right here. Let this thing build in right quick. This one. Alright, and we are going to... We don't need a buffer there. We are going to want a buffer over here, though. And so I am going to stick the titanium that I had in there. Alright, and then with that, we will bring that in here. We will... I think we'll only come to here. And let's see. Bring that in like that. Then I'm going to need to, let's see, snake this down. Will that go through there? It will. Nice. And snake it in just like that right there. And then I want to upgrade that belt right there, that belt right there, so that that's all. I want to upgrade that one right there, and then that one's kind of in the way. Alright, there we go. Now that is feeding in. Oh yeah, that's feeding in nicely. It may be feeding more than it needs. That's okay. If it is, it is. We will have 6 per second coming out. So only thing we're going to need is our yellow belts here. And we will bring these things down here. Over to here. And then that's a little bit further than we want to go. We'll run that right down in there. And there we have unlocked the quantum chip. So we're unlocking a lot of new stuff that we will need to build. And then this right here, clear, of course that's not going to go over well. But that is going to be remote. That's going to be local demand if I need it for shipping out. Alright, there we go. And then we've got a whole bunch of this. And what we will do is we'll come back up here. And these are where we'll put about 4 stacks of that up here. And transfer as much as I can to here. Basically, and that's all I'm going to get before I run out of space. Alright. Let's see, as we fill up our inventory, we still have 6 of these littered around. There's a couple of them. There's some more. There's 2 more somewhere. This is an interesting thing about they can hide from you. 1. Where is it? There it is. I got them all. Very good. And of course that'll feed in. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Nice. And then we can... Come on. That is being fed from there. And that won't fit. So we'll just carry that much titanium back with us. Okay, and with that in mind, I believe we are going to head back to Apollo. We've got a whole bunch of iron and stuff being mined. Let's just see. There's still a lot more iron that could be mined. And I do believe, just given how short we were, maybe we should put one more here between these two so that we're bringing the additional stuff in. We've got more here. I've got that iron being mined. I've got that silicon. I've got titanium there. I've got iron there. Titanium, copper, and iron there. Won't need to come back very much, but if I look at the number... Oh, I've still got a lot of miners. Let's go get a few more before we leave. We will leave before this episode's over, but let's go over here to a couple of these iron, where we've got a couple of irons relatively close together, and 2 titaniums pretty close together. And let's see, what's my power like? 25 of 107. Okay. So what we're going to do is put up some more of these things. We're going to try to harvest as much iron as we can here. So let's see. I don't like the way this is positioning itself. There's 6. 6. 7 and 6. Okay. There's a whole bunch of iron that'll come out from there. And we'll come over here and get a whole bunch of iron over here. And that's going to cause a little bit of a problem there. So we'll take out 2 of those. There's the first one, the second one, the third one. And a 4th one. And let's see if we can. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like that. Okay, and then I just need to get all of that hooked up and put into a interplanetary logistics system. So what I'm going to do is put the interplanetary logistics right there. We'll put the belt here. We will put this here to 100 and remote demand. And what we will then do, what does it take to make those things? That's an interesting question. What does it take to make those? It takes these items. These items require diamonds, and that requires, oh yeah, deuterium. I do have a lot of fire ice here though. So what does these require? Green engines and graphene. The fire ice will produce graphene. And the hydrogen, we can turn the hydrogen into deuterium. I'm not sure we'll ever get enough to make a lot, but we could make a few. We could figure out a way to make some space warpers here. We get some of them made. That may be something we do in the next episode. But we're going back for this episode. We want to get back to our home planet and get some of the space warpers coming in here. So what we're going to do right now is take our belts. We're not even going to be real conservative about it. We're going to use our green ones and just start connecting things up. And this will come to here and right into there. And then we will do the same thing coming over here. Okay. There we go. There is one set of iron. Now we got to get these over here hooked up. And definitely starting to run low on belts. Oh, that is not going to work well coming across that line. So let's see if I can run it down here and find a better spot. Let's take that out because that right there will be a good spot to do it at. And what we'll do is we need to conserve a few green belts if we can. So we'll come to right here, to right here, to right here. And it can't collide with another object. So it's not liking that right there. Okay. Well, we have a solution for that. We'll just bring that out through here. It's a weird angle, but I think it will work. And then we'll come over here and just continue doing the same thing. Bring this right across here. Bring that into here. Bring that across. Bring that in. Okay, there we go. And then these need to come in on a line where they'll come across, and they'll come across right there on that line right there. Okay, and what we'll do, we will join these up. Yeah, all of that's hooked up. These two are brought in there. And then we can back that one out a little bit. Back that one out slightly further. Hook that in there. And that in there. And then even though that looks really weird, I think I'm going to do a little bit different here. We'll do this and this. There we go. Just make it totally weird looking. Alright, and with that in mind, now we bring in the power transmissions and put it into corners here. We'll put one right there. That'll cover those, and that'll cover those. I think that'll cover everything. Yes, it will. Alright, now we move over to the other side of this structure. Drop one there. Any further, it'll go there, here, and here. And look at there. And with that, we are in business. And we have checking the power. Yeah, I think we're going to spike well above our demand before we get through with this. But we have lots and lots of iron being exported. We have the warpers, and that is remote. Nope, that don't remote supply. Sorry. Iron ore, remote supply. We are in business. And with that, let's go back to the home planet and see if we can't get space warpers into an interstellar logistics system on a remote supply. And they'll start supplying the universe and what we can do here. And then we'll come back to the system, and I think we're going to figure out a way to use some of these planets. I think we'll use the outer planet to build what we want. So now that we're in space, let's see if we can find Apollo. Zoom out. That is not Apollo. There's Apollo right over there. It's almost tempting to follow it. Oh, we don't have to go there anymore. Look at that. We've got the planetary reserves. We can see what's there. That's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of everything, including something called Spinophore. Water, ocean, oil. Press shift to accelerate. Yeah, we know that. I'm not interested in that at the moment. Too bad I can't see what... Oh, I can see. Look at there. I can see what planet types we have. That is ocean type water. Ocean type none. And ocean type ice. That doesn't do me any good whatsoever. That is not what we want. Alright, we will kind of look around a little bit more. Let's see. Can't go out that far. And that was the one we just checked out. That is just a ton of spiniform and not much else. That's got a little bit of stuff, but nothing really that interesting. I don't know if it's going to show me that there's crude oil. But that's Apollo. That certainly is not what I want. And there's Gorgona. The nice thing, though, is if I zoom in on it, I can see the planets, right? I can see this right here, ocean type water. And this right here, ocean type none. So I hadn't found that sulfur ocean yet. So let's get this thing started. We are going to warp. As it starts pulling the power down, it certainly uses up a lot of power. We'll get more efficient at flying sooner or later. Looks like our power will last about 6 light years, maybe a little less. Alright, we're down to AUs. 35, 20, 15. That does not help. 9 AUs. Would like to have been better. See, that timing of that coming up just literally couldn't have been worse. I don't know what I could have done about that. I couldn't see. So we have very little power now. We're going to see if I can get closer. There we go. There we go. Now then, Icarus is well out here, way outside the range of what we want to be. There's Apollo 1, Apollo 2, Apollo 3. That's the ice planet. And there's Apollo 3 where we started at. So we'll put an indicator on that just so we can kind of see it better. We'll see how fast we can get moving, because we're going to need to go pretty fast to get there. Alright, we'll let our power build back up while we coast into... Well, actually, we got 5 AUs to go. We'll see if we can't get a little bit faster. 1,500 meters per second. We get there sooner than later at these numbers. We can see our transports going back and forth. I'm trying to push it all the way up to 2,000 meters a second. There it is. We are going as fast as it is possible for us to travel right now. And we will try to make sure we don't miss. If we miss, we may be in trouble. But we're gonna land on our home system. We're gonna get things situated. I don't know if we're gonna build on this system or not. It's not the greatest system. We may continue to do more exploring, but now that we have got iron that we can get in, we are going to get iron demanding, and we're going to get space warpers sent out so that that iron and titanium and stuff is coming in. That'll allow us to scale up production. And the next thing we're going to work on is creating a one of the definite things we'll start working on is creating a Dyson swarm. Haven't done that yet. This will be my first time ever building a Dyson swarm, but we're going to get started on it and see if we can't do it. And that's kind of the point of the game. Dyson Sphere, Dyson Swarm. So whether it's a waste or not, I'm going to do it. It will be fun, but I needed resources in order to build things. We needed to be able to build things faster. I can't build them fast enough at the rate I'm going now. So that was something that was going to be necessary. There is our home Mediterranean planet. As we come zooming in here, right on the night and dark, and just plow right into the ocean. All right. With that, we're back. Lucy, I'm home. And look at there. We've got things building here. So what we want to do is we want to find out where the space warpers are. This is my first issue I want to do. I don't think I'm building very many of them, but I am building some of them. I have one whole space warper. Why is that? Remote supply. Are they actually being shipped across already? No, they're not being produced. Why are they not being produced? What's the problem here? I don't have any diamonds. Any diamonds? Okay, well, diamonds is in demand, but not being produced. I need to go find diamonds and find out why they're not being produced. Well, there's diamonds right there. So, first things first, we get back to find a production problem. And that's going to be one of those things that is definitely an issue because none of them got created. None of that stuff's being created, but that's because it's backed up. So, diamonds requires coal. But there should definitely be diamonds from somewhere being produced. We've got drones resupplying me. That stone over there. Energy exchangers right here. We can certainly start shipping those things around. Oh, look at the drones with all the stuff. Green, yellow, all of that stuff. Look at that stuff, man. Hello, friends. Taking care of me. It's good. Alright, let's see. That stone there, that is coal, which is not being used at the moment. That is another coal that's not being used. That is steel production. That is producing particle containers, and that seems to be running pretty well. So let's see what we got here. That is producing plastic. Well, I at a loss. That's coal right there, and that's going into here, and that is full. So we definitely have plenty of energized graphite. We've got coal here. That's being produced into a tower. Plenty of coal and plenty of copper there. So it might just be a matter of putting down a tower and building some diamonds. But I feel like we have diamonds being produced somewhere. So why aren't they coming? Why aren't they doing anything? Alright, well, we'll park this thing and start looking more carefully around my planet. Finding things. This will be one of the interesting things about that. Is finding where the diamonds are. That's fire ice coming in there. See, all of that's coal producing energized graphite that's feeding all of this stuff. And see, those right there are the diamonds. The diamonds are coming out here. Right through here. But none of those diamonds are being used for anything other than the sites that I'm producing. There's no diamonds being produced. Are they being produced? Were they being produced on another planet? I certainly don't see that. And this might be the issue that I have. I might not have been producing them. Okay, I don't see them. So we're going to produce some diamonds. We're just going to assume that we need to build some. Let's see. Iron, stone, stone. There's coal right there. I think we'll go right over here. And I'm going to build a diamonds right there. So what we're going to do, and we've got coal we can feed into it. So the coal has to be turned into energized graphite. Energized graphite has to be turned into diamonds. Actually, I don't need to do this. What I'm going to do is come right here, take an interplanetary logistics system and put it here. No, actually, I take that back. Dismantle. Take that back up. Where was my... Somewhere I was producing energized graphite and sticking that in a container. I need to just find that. There's coal right there. All that coal is feeding into there. That's going into energized graphite. So that's where we need to go, right over there. There's all the coal. Yep, there we go. So let's do it this way. What we're going to do is take this out right here and build in our items. Okay, make that slightly bigger. Plain smelters. Twice as fast as an arc smelter. Alright, good to know. And let's see, I want to do this. Okay, with that in there, we will take the items that are coming out of there and we're going to produce the things that we need right here. This is a planetary logistics system, so we'll be fine. Let's go into here. Oops, wrong thing. Early to mid game, we're already producing graphite, so what we need is diamonds. And diamonds at 6 per second. Quite a few items here. But, and it's got the wrong icon on it. But that'll be fine. What we'll do is we'll run one of them out one way. Run the other one back in the other way, just like that right there. Let's let this go down through here. As it fills in all of the little items. And that is the wrong icon. We don't care that it's, we don't need an icon on that anyway. This is going to be 6 per second right in there. And that will be energized graphite out. And we're set. Only thing we need here is that right there. And I guess that's a little bit too far between for the power. Now that'll be producing diamonds coming back the other way. It should be producing enough of them to be the what we need, and we will put diamonds here, and this is supply, and they are already being shipped out. Now on the shipping, I think I want to do 50% on the shipping. Don't send one out with just a few items on it. Of course, it won't matter much. There'll be lots of them before we're done. Very good. That will produce me a steady supply of diamonds from these coal veins over here. And then I think, how much of the coal then am I producing? Actually, I believe I'm not producing enough of the energized graphite. So what I will do here is I will double up on the energized graphite. Yeah, that's another blueprint. Oh, that's not the same blueprint. Is that one of my early game blueprints, I wonder? No, that must have just been something I handcrafted because I don't have a blueprint in that configuration. So watch this. One of the nice things about how things are done here, we can do this right here. We'll take a blueprint, we'll take cut, and what we'll do is we'll grab that right there. Like that. That's all of the items that I want. Use now. I'm just going to duplicate that, run it right in here, like that. We are going to cut that out, or rerun those sections. Just like that right there. And that should bring all of this items down through here. And that'll be producing energized graphite. Don't know if that is 6 per second or not. So what we'll do is we'll stick those things in there just like that. Yeah, I think it's probably 6 per second. Looks like it. At any rate, it made a nice little blueprint. We've got the items that we wanted. And we can stick a few coal in there. And then we can stick a few graphite in there. And that should solve my problem. We should be producing warp spacers. Thanks for watching. We'll pick it up next time where we will actually be working on our the production probably of, well, there's a couple things we want to do. Our Dyson Sphere and our green cubes. The green cubes might be first. We'll see what's necessary for those, and then the Dyson Swarm. Not the Dyson Sphere, but the Dyson Swarm. Thanks again. Take care. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.